this one is trying to regrow, and because we've been shooting the deer, he said, no, it's too hard to get in there and make
So
it
you
straight.
come here for shooting?
Hey?
Yeah, when you come shooting, it's here? In this area?
Yeah, well, Werner shot 2 deer right there.
Oh, here again.
So this, if you can't kill it with poison, at least pull it up.
All right.
This tree has been killed by the deer because they rub their horns, because their horns are made of hair, and it gets very itchy in the summer, and so they rub their horns against the tree and they tear all the bark off of it and it dies. But because they're Australian trees and they're used to bushfires, they have the ability to reshoot down the bottom on the root there. So even though this bit's dead, right, this is going to be the next tree. And that's what gives them the character that you rarely see dead straight one branch, one trunk Australian trees. They're always branched out because a fire or an animal will come along and destroy it, and it'll regrow.
Okay.
I like this one. See, he's been bent over the years, tried to shoot again. This one's dead.
Yeah.
That's the same plant as that one.
Yeah.
The roots grow underneath the ground, unfortunately. Okay, yeah. Now, our Australian animals. There's probably a wombat in there at the moment, or could be an echidna. The trees fall over, they get in, they dig a hole underneath there. Along comes a bushfire, they're happy as Larry. They don't die. It's cold in there.
They don't?
No, they're fine. They come out at night time and eat whatever they want. Now I know it's active because the grass is flat there. And when they come, they're going backwards and pull little bits of grass with them to cover up the sun. So that one fell down. That was a bushfire one that blew down later on. But see, and they get a beautiful bug on them.
Yeah.
It's golden.
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous. So that's a more mature St. John's wort. Big deer. See that?
Yep.
That's his foot.
Yeah.
Now, he's going that way because he stepped over here and boom, into the mud.
Got a what?
Why is that important?
Let's grab it.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay, because that's where the birds breed. Because the cats and the foxes can't get to them.
Oh.
All right, so they have their nests in there. And so without this, we lose a whole series of birds.
And the birdies.
Like wrens, which we've got billions of here. Because this is where they put their nests. We've got other birds too.
The birdies, the birdies.
Yeah, there's one. Not a bird, but a plant. You see the dark green patch in that tree? In the gum tree there? See the grey trunk of the gum tree?
But the one back.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, yes.
See that?
Yeah.
Well, that's called mistletoe. Not the mistletoe that you know. And what that does is that there's not much mistletoe here at the moment because there's plenty of water. But when the tree suddenly requires a lot of water, the mistletoe grows. And the mistletoe has a bird called the mistletoe bird in it. It's got bright red chests on it, beautiful sound. And that goes from tree to tree, rubbing its beak, spreading the mistletoe seeds that don't do anything until drought comes. Then the mistletoe goes boom, and the whole branch will fall down because the mistletoe's killed that branch. Meaning that the tree is going to survive because it hasn't got as many leaves it has to feed.
Yeah.
And so it's pruning
Gotcha.
the tree as it needs. When it's lots of water, mistletoe doesn't grow and the leaves fill out.
Gotcha.
All right? Now there's another reason, do you? See that trap?
Yep.
When it rains, that becomes a creek,
Oh, yep.
and therefore all of the grass that's on it gets torn up eventually, and it goes back to bedrock because we've only got about that much soil here. The rest of it's rock. And so once that happens, we get a lot of water coming here, right? And you can look down there and you'll say, oh, well, there must be a dam. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Right, see the hole?
Little one, yeah.
Now, that was full of water last week because all the animals have come down to drink late in the summer because it's the only place water's been, and they've made their path even more coming into it.
Yeah.
So there's not that balance between the number of animals and nature.
Yeah.
It's out of balance. Are called lerps, and it's an insect that lives on the leaf, eating the leaf, and it covers itself with a dome of cotton, and the cotton is cotton candy. So the Aboriginals come along
Oh, and they eat
and
it.
they take the lerp and they build up a ball like that, so that when they walk from place to place, they've got the energy from the sugar
That's cool.
off this, and it's ready out there, ready disposable.
That's brilliant.
And the tree is called a manna gum. Now, if you know your Bible, manna from heaven,
Manna, yeah.
food from heaven.
Oh.
That's what the English
Bread.
called it. But we've given it a botanical name. It's called Eucalyptus viminalis. Been sheep and there's never been agriculture. They haven't used fertiliser because our land is so poor that you have to use fertiliser to get anything to grow. But Australian native plants can't handle fertiliser. So that's why this is so important and why it's a threatened plant action group. It's because one of the few places in the world where these plants exist, because it's one of the few places in the world where we haven't used fertiliser. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Now this is a squat. So a root said, oh, I'll sit here. And they just squat there, and what that damage they do is with their tail. And you'll find that some of the squats over the other side have got no plants on them at all, it's just dirt.
Huh.
Here we are at Millbrook Reserve, and this is where Mum and Dad like to do their bush care, and Dad's doing a little tour for us. Of course, there he is. It's pretty.
Where those weeds are there, that's where the road goes across underneath there.
Oh.
You can see from the top
I know.
ripple. You see how clear the water is there where the mud is in between? That's what they feed off because carp suck up the mud and filter it with their gills and then spit it out. So
Wow.
I thought it might have been a tortoise. You'll see the tortoise, they have
Jesus.
their head like that.
Oh, there's still.
The fuck?
Wow. He's onto something. He's probably onto a shrimp. He's chasing it.